stamen is the male reproductive part of a flower. The head of the stamen is known as the anther. And the anther contains these spherical pollen grains. Pollen grains are free to move about. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is known as pollination. Now, pollen grains are usually spherical in shape like a football. Now, why is it spherical? So that there is ease of movement. Now, notice another thing, that pollen grains can have different surfaces. A few pollen grains might be smooth, a few of them might be spiny, or a few of them might secrete a sticky substance which helps in the process of pollination. Now, just like a football has an outer cover which protects it and an inner flexible bladder, similarly, a pollen grain has a hard external covering and an inner flexible covering. So the hard external layer of a pollen grain is known as exine. X means outermost and ine means the fibrous tissue. And the inner bladder-like layer is known as the intine. Int means within and ine means the fibrous tissue. Now note that inside the pollen grain there are two nucleus. One nucleus is the shape of a cricket ball and another nucleus which is shaped like a rugby ball. This nucleus is known as the tube nucleus, and the nucleus that is shaped like a rugby ball is known as the generative nucleus. Now, the generative nucleus helps in the generation of a new plant life. So, this is a pollen grain. Now, try and identify the different parts of it. The hard external covering of a pollen grain is known as, yes, it is known as the exine. The inner flexible bladder-like layer is known as the intine. The cricket ball-shaped nucleus inside the pollen grain is known as the tube nucleus. And finally, this one, which is shaped like a rugby ball, is known as the generative nucleus. So these are the different parts of a pollen grain.